Devon Sproule and Paul Curreri, folks. Woo!
Well, I've been sidetracked by traveling show in this old tuberculosis. I got a lot down between my tails. My lungs took off, but my throat still brings it. And I am a little as a western say. And I don't mind the Great Depression on the day. Cause whether it's the record or the railroad blues, man, I want to die in my shoes. When I were to get a chance to choose, I wanna die in my shoes. Lord, over to the great beyond. I'm a half a man and I'm half a fawn. Fertile girls with the bosom shone say help us keep the family wrong. I like to say I got no mortal bone. Getting neatly clear out of my clothes. Hear me clear across the sea. Can you hear me please? Well, it's all in the back, giving all my dues. I wanna die in my shoes. I ain't quite got no alpine yodo. I ain't quite got no view falsetto. I don't need nothing for the feel of my middle. Just got room for shitty alligator. I ain't quite got no alpine yodo. Ain't quite got no view falsetto. I don't need nothing for the feel of my middle. Just got room for shitty alligator. Well, I hate to leave my family, though they're plenty used to missing me. I'm gonna go where it's nice and warm, slip the guitar up under my arm. I'll take a big old fresh breath whenever I play. Drink a big old cup of that green gold tea. My gong is gone and my hair is free. Y'all ain't even gonna recognize me. Oh, well, it's all that a man can hope to do. I wanna die in my shoes. Your leg, your leg, your leg, your leg.
Hi, I'm Paul Bates with BB&R Collision Center here in Culpeper, Virginia. If you've had an accident, come by and see one of our qualified estimators to see how easy it is to have a vehicle repaired after a collision. All of our technicians are fully certified when it comes to working on import and domestic, all makes and models. Not only do we do body and paint work, but we offer a full line of unibody straightening, front end alignments, mechanical work, and welding. Come by or give us a call at 825-0261 to schedule an appointment for an estimate. Just drop by and see us at 15388 Bradford Road in Culpeper.
Welcome back, everybody. We have Devon Sproule and Paul Curreri in the house, and they just rocked it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Oh my goodness, I could just eat you up. I could drink you my coffee. I could take you. No, seriously, watching you two, I felt like I was lying in bed with you. I know that sounds really weird, but I felt like
In a platonic way.
yeah, in a total platonic way, like a fly on the
feeling
wall
that.
kind of.
Like our dog lays in our bed.
Fly in the wall.
Calling me a dog.
Fly.
No, you two were it's such an intimate experience to watch you both play, and I know you are actually independent artists of each other and only sometimes play together. So tell us a little bit about your deal.
Our deal.
Tell us about the first song you told us.
Played
for us.
yeah.
That's actually the only song that we've ever written together. That was called I Want to Die in My Shoes. And Devon actually wrote those lyrics, and I wrote the melody and everything, and we wrote it together over Skype while she was in England and I was at home. And that was sort of a preface to this strange journey that we had coming up, where we were going to be going to Kenya together, one of the few trips that we do together, and we had been invited to take place, part of this sort of collaboration between ourselves and these African musicians who predominantly played a type of music called benga.
So the project was based on this song that had been recorded in the 50s and then sort of rediscovered by a musicologist in England, and it was these sisters singing this kind of indecipherable, well, to an Englishman, thing. It was like, won't you be my Joan, just me what? Turns out they were saying Chemi Rocha, which ended up being Jimmy Rogers. So the American yodeling breakman country singer who died in the 30s, his records had made it into this little Kenyan village.
You are kidding me.
And they had decided that anyone who could sing like that couldn't be mortal, and so they started worshiping him in fertility rites. And the words to the song were asking him to dance and jump with them so high that he would dance out of his clothes, which I guess was the
Would assist
sort of
somehow.
fertility part of it.
Just a little.
Yeah.
So when this guy in England heard this, he was like, I gotta know more about this. So we were there, kind of, I mean, it was kind of the jumping off point of this collaboration between West
Just
and
sort of ongoing.
Yeah, yeah.
And so anyway, so we didn't really know what to expect, but just because we wanted to have something to play if suddenly there was a huge language barrier, when we
culture
got
barrier,
there,
yeah.
we just decided to write a song together and to at least be responsible. And so that was the one song we've ever written together.
It's wonderful.
Thanks.
It's brilliant. You both are just feed off each other so beautifully.
Yeah. People must ask you all the time why you don't play together.
Yeah, they do, and we just we do so many things together. It's a little bit harder financially. Like we can't always
get paid
paid
twice as much because you're playing together.
I know what we should
twice
do.
as many people don't show up.
We should stop telling people we're married. That we're
Yeah.
totally separate.
Yeah.
We need to each be paid. But then they would put us in
You just
separate
said it
hotel
on TV
rooms and
though.
stuff. The word is out.
Yeah.
The word is out. Exactly. So you just recorded an album called Live in London.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about
It was live in London, and it was
the name?
really quick because it was just a live show, and we actually weren't planning on releasing it. We were just recording it because it's a place where I can draw the most people, and it was great. It was
When you
really
record a live show, is it totally live? Do they stop you and say, could you do
well,
that
that's
again?
I don't know if they ever do that, but since we didn't know we were going to release it. It was just for posterity, the
Oh.
recording. So it wasn't at all that way. In fact, we didn't really have the capability to mix it afterwards. It was kind of just what you get is what you get, but it worked out well, and it
You've
was
got
just
a lot of fans in Britain.
You really
more,
do.
at least.
It's odd, isn't it? Does it feel like they appreciate you more there?
Yeah, the word is out a little more. Like we have better representation, like a better team of publicists and booking agents and managers and stuff like that. Whereas here, it's much more of a grassroots kind of a gig here, a gig there, and kind of like
It's just much harder to reach anything on a national level here, to spread the word in any sort of national way. It's just such a larger territory that the cost of the mechanism to fully spread the word is much higher. It's just...
And the whole exotic thing in England, too.
I think that plays a role.
I think they like
That helps.
We are real
foreignness.
Americans playing American accented music.
American accented
Versus,
music.
like the young Mick Jaggers of the world with their funny Southern accents.
Little do they know what
in
actual
England,
Virginians sound like. Paul grew up in Richmond. I grew up in Louisa County, but I was on a commune, so I don't really have a full-on Virginia accent either. So I think if an actual Virginia showed up in England,
the place would just shut down.
yeah.
We can't just skip over the fact that you grew up in a commune, though.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on. You were in a hippie
Twin
eco
Oaks.
village, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know that they called themselves an eco village until recently, but they are definitely eco. They have greenhouses galore, and it's a soy foods business there and a hammocks business. It's non-religious, or there's no leader. It's a consensus-based group living situation, and there's about 100 people, about 400 acres. And,
Wow.
And I moved here to Charlottesville from there when I was 16. So.
On your own?
No, my mom was also moving to town, and I had a boyfriend, and so I had kind of, it was...
It's okay.
It's okay. There was life before you, Paul. Sorry. I know, it does feel a little weird, doesn't it?
It was a long time ago. I don't think I was even 40 then.
You don't look
was
a
only
day
like
over 39.
I just had a birthday on Friday.
So how many years were you in the commune?
My first 16. Yeah.
Unbelievable. With both of your folks?
Yeah. Yep. My dad still lives there.
That must have been a fascinating
So
way
where
to
a lot
come
of
up.
your stories come from?
I'd say a lot of the setting comes from there. Yeah.
Because you get a little smile on your face when you talk about the old Virginia block, and, and you
yeah.
can just see you going down memory lane. I mean,
Charlottesville's the same way for me, though, too. I'm very
that's
fond
great.
of it. Yeah.
That's wonderful.